Hey guys, I'm back with another Minecraft Redstone tutorial. Today I have my two-color survival-friendly printer. It uses sand and gravel to create a 6x9 image on this red platform here. What you would do in survival is you would come up to this machine here, and there's a dropper here where the items are in. So you take these out, and you draw your image. Let's just do something like this. You need one item in every slot, whether it be sand or gravel, and just do that. And then you can put your items back in the dropper here and hit the print button, and it'll start doing its magic. So it's using my item detectors here to detect whether it's sand or gravel, and then from there it sends a quick pulse to these pistons, and it falls in front of a smart piston here. And once a line gets filled up, there's another smart piston array here, and it pushes the whole line out. And the clicking you're hearing over here is just an item elevator bringing the items back into this dropper so you can use them again. And at the end here we should have 64 of each, like so. There you go. And of course this shuts itself off when it's done. So let's get to building it. Alright guys, to start we're going to pillar up 5 blocks, like so. Place our chest, and we'll use this as a placeholder for the dropper that's going to be here. You don't need to use a dropper, you can use a hopper or another chest. So starting from the back, it'll wrap around to the front, so the items come from the chest and they will go back here, and anything that's not sand or gravel will just get put back in the dropper that'll be here. And then we can place our button input, and that'll travel through a repeater right there. And this will go into an RS NOR latch. So just a basic one wide RS NOR latch here, like so. There's the RS NOR latch. And then the other input will come from the chest. It'll detect when the chest is empty, and it'll shut the RS NOR latch off. Invert that, and that'll bring the signal up there like that. And then we can take an output from here, and this will travel down onto there, and this can go straight across like that. And what we're doing here is we're just making a clock to slow the item speed down into the hoppers here, so that the printer has enough time to place the previous block. And that'll go into there, and that'll just lock this hopper from pulling the items out, and it'll also pulse, so it'll pull one item at a time at a fixed rate. So that's done, and we can put our droppers in. Like so. So this dropper here isn't going to push the item into this chest, so we can't power that. And you don't even need to use you can just, it'd probably look nicer if you used another hopper that's pointing away, and then it's got the same texture underneath the chest. So let's do that. And here's where our item detectors will be. So comparators there, and we can't get in there. Face these hoppers towards comparators, like so. And then the very bottom hoppers will feed back into the bottom dropper, so they can be sent back up. And then from these hoppers or comparators here, redstone like this, it's alright if it's connecting. That's how these work, and they're tileable. Pistons like that, and that'll be sent through repeaters like that. And then we need redstone blocks like that, and we need to set these up here. I'll show you that at the end of the video so we can continue working here. And these are where your outputs will be from the printer. So we'll do that in a sec. And last thing is the item elevator, sorry. So this will detect if there's items in here, and that'll be sent through a repeater and into another comparator that's got this thing lit up here. Whatever that does, it changes the state of it, and loop it back into itself, and this will cause a clock, a really fast clock, and this clock will go straight into there. And what's going to happen here is this redstone is going to power this dropper, and it's also going to power the one above it and below it, so that one and that one, and it'll stop the items from, if there was another dropper here, they wouldn't dispense out of this, it would stay in there. And so that's the basic printer right there. And if you wanted to have this in your base or something and you want to print something outside, then you just take a line off of each of these, and these would go to the pistons that will print your image. For the purpose of the tutorial, we'll just keep the printout right at the back of the printer here. So one of them will have to be stretched out a bit farther so that there's a certain distance between the pistons. So this is where a stack of gravel will sit, and this is where the stack of sand will sit. And when this is activated, it'll pulse this piston, and it'll push the sand out to the center here, and the sand will fall down, and that'll land on the smart piston, and that'll start building the printout. So this is where our gravel will go. Oh. You get the idea. And sand on this side. And you need to make sure that these are 2 blocks above the ground. 1, 2. So that there's enough room for redstone underneath these blocks holding the sand and gravel up. So there's the piston, and power that repeater, and that'll send power to this repeater when the sand falls in between. Just loop that back around into the piston, and then we can have 9 pistons, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like so, because the picture is 9 blocks wide. And then at the end, we can put a torch in the ground, and to repeater, and bring that up and over top of all of these. There you go. And for setting up the hoppers in here, start with the sand one. So you'll need just any object or any kind of block that's cheap. I just use stone slabs for the tutorial. So fill up each slot with one, and then the last one you need 18, and then 1 sand block in the first slot, and then this one do the same but with the gravel. And I guess we can draw a design in here. Let's draw the creeper face. Oh. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I forgot. You can't use a hopper here unless you You have to lock this hopper here if you do use one here. Let's just put that on there. There we go. Alright, try that again. What are we doing? Oh, we're doing the creeper face, aren't we? So, one eye there. It'll be kind of offset because there's an extra column on this side. Let's do that, like that, and then the rest of them all with sand. And I'll just fill up these real quick and then I'll print it off for you guys. Alright, I went ahead and filled up these with a bunch of sand and gravel, and let's start printing and see what we get. Alright, there you guys go. Thanks for watching.